This is Derek Prall with American City and County Magazine. I have with me Pat Jones, and we're talking about toll road interoperability in America. Pat, why don't you introduce yourself for us?
Sure. I'm Pat Jones. I'm the Executive Director and CEO of the International Bridge, Tunnel, and Turnpike Association, IBTTA.
Okay. So, when we say toll road interoperability, what does that mean, and why is that a desirable goal?
Well, when we talk about interoperability, we're really talking about electronic toll collection. Most toll agencies in America have moved from cash systems to electronic toll collection systems. And this makes it easier for drivers so that they don't have to stop and wait when they come to a toll facility. They can go through, in most cases, at highway speeds. But what's happened is that different types of electronic toll collection systems have developed in different parts of the country. So, for instance, in the Northeast, you have Easy Pass. That's a region of 25 toll agencies in 15 states, from Maine to Virginia and as far east as, or as far west as Illinois. And then you have SunPass in Florida, and you have TexTag in Texas, and you have different kinds of systems in Oklahoma and Kansas and Colorado, and then California has its own system of interoperability. So what we're trying to do is knit together all of those regions of interoperability so someone from New York, for instance, can drive and use the toll roads in Florida or Texas or Oklahoma. It's sort of like the concept of having an ATM card or a Visa card, that you're not limited to only your own bank or to a certain number of retail outlets. You can use a Visa virtually anywhere in the world.
Sure, sure. Okay, so what are some of the challenges that are facing the interoperability movement?
Well, I would say one of the biggest challenges would have to do with the business rules surrounding the different electronic toll collection systems, as well as the technology. Most of these systems can be made to talk to one another and interrogate one another and understand one another, but different regions of the country, different regions of interoperability have different business rules. How do you process a transaction in the back office? How do you transfer the funds from one agency to another? And so making that happen is a little bit of a complicated process. These agencies have developed these systems. They've grown up organically over time, and one agency's rules may not match easily with another agency's rules. So what we're trying to do is find a way to knit together these different regions of interoperability in a way that doesn't impose an undue hardship and incur extraordinary costs for these legacy systems.
Sure, so you're not going to be asking, say, the system in Florida to get rid of all of their cards and adopt a completely new system.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We want to try to make them work together, knit them together using existing technology and marry the business rules in such a way that it doesn't impose a great hardship and lots of extra expense.
Sure. So has the ball started rolling on this? Where do we stand, and have there been any areas that have seen any successes?
Well, the ball is already rolling. In fact, more than 4 years ago, we established an interoperability committee composed of our members, both our toll agency members as well as the vendors in the community, the back office integrators, and others. And they've been working on this diligently for the last 4 years. And you probably also know that the Congress, in the latest transportation authorization, MAP 21, included a provision that said 4 years after the enactment of this legislation, there will be interoperability of electronic toll collection systems. So that deadline is approaching. It's around July of 2016, and we are working toward that deadline.
Okay.
So a lot has happened. We're seeing greater instances of interregional interoperability, such as the ability of Oklahoma and Kansas, for instance, to talk with one another, Texas and Oklahoma, Florida and Georgia and North Carolina, et cetera. So we're seeing more mapping and more integration of these different systems.
Okay. How far off do you think this completely national system will be, and what will that system look like? Is the 2016 deadline, is that a realistic goal?
Well, I would say it's a very challenging goal.
Sure.
We certainly are working to achieve that. When by the time July 2016 rolls around, we may not see a single universal system that everybody uses, but I think we have a good chance of, as I said, knitting together the existing systems so that at least we have something resembling functional interoperability, that we've knitted together the different regions of the country, and we're as close to it as we can get with the existing technology and business rules.
Okay. All right. I think that about covers everything that we wanted to talk about. Thanks a lot for taking the time to speak with us. It was really, really helpful.
Derek, it's my pleasure, and look forward to visiting with you again soon.
All right. Great. Thank you so much.
You bet.